Now this one is V curve, and this is also called, this curve also called inverted V curve. This curve also called inverted V curve. Okay, in previous lecture I have already discussed how to got V curve and inverted V curve. Okay, now if power is increased, then what about V curve and inverted V curve are shifted or not? We have discussed. Why? Because of I have discussed most of the objective question corresponding to this one. That's why. Okay. Now, if power is increased, P2 is greater than P1. Corresponding to, you can say that P2 is greater than P1. Okay. Now, at unity power factor, that is cos theta, this is equal to 1, or that is you can say that is nominal excitation. Okay. If P2 is greater than P1 and terminal voltage is constant and X is also constant. Okay. In this condition, you can say that at unity power factor, UPF cos theta, this is equal to, that is nominal excitation. Okay. Now, what about power P1? P1 is written as, that is terminal voltage is constant, that's why written as V. And what about nominal excitation current? Like this, I suppose that is IA01. If power P1, then current corresponding to this one. And if power P2, then what about nominal excitation current? That is IA02. It is clear, if P2 is greater than P1, then what about IA02 is greater than IA01? Clear? It is clear. If you see P2 is greater than P1, then nominal excitation current corresponding to this power is greater than nominal excitation of this one. Here IA02 is greater than IA01. Now another way, what about excitation voltage corresponding to this one? I don't know, this one or this one. Okay, how can find out which one, E01 is greater than E02 or E02 is greater than E01? Okay, now first of all, we know that in synchronous motor, terminal voltage is written as E plus J into IA into S reactance. Okay, in this condition, corresponding to E01 plus J IA01 plus ZS, we can also determine with the help of Phi phasor. Okay, with the help of phasor. Now, terminal voltage V, this is equal to V at the angle 0. Okay, excitation voltage corresponding, if current like this one, then excitation voltage E01. Okay, now this one, that is IA01, unity power factor, that's why voltage angle between V and IA01, that is 0, angle between both, that is 0. So IA01 represent like this one. Okay, and voltage drop corresponding to this one, if this one IA01 like this, then what about J into IA01? It is clockwise, that is anti-clockwise, 90 degree anti-clockwise. So this one represent IA01. Clear? So you can say that this one represent IA01 into this. Clear? If this one IA01 and this one represent IA01 into S. Clear? E always, in synchronous motor, E always lags V by how much angle? Delta. Okay, so that's why what about E represent here corresponding to del 01. Okay, and this one written as E01. Clear? Why IA01 into X written corresponding to here, not here? Why? Because of E, V is the resultant of E01 plus voltage drop corresponding to this one, and E always lag V by how much angle? Whatever delta 01, whatever delta 1, delta 2, whatever, but you can say that normally delta. E represent here, that's why J IA01 into X represent here. Clear? The sum of phasor sum of this one plus this one represent like this. Clear? Now another way corresponding to this one, if that is IA02, what about IA02 represent like this one. Okay, and you know that IA02 is greater than IA01, sorry, IA01 magnitude wise. So you can say that the voltage drop corresponding to IA02 into S is greater than IA01S. This voltage drop is greater than this one. It means if you want to make IA02 represent like this one. Clear? This current is greater than this one, that's why I represent it like that. Okay, now corresponding to this concept you can also make like this one, that is J IA02 into X. Clear? And what about E02? If you want to draw E02, that is represent like this one, and that the angle that is delta 2, and it is written as E02. Clear? In this condition, now with the help of Pythagoras theorem, if you want to E01, then written as V square plus IA01 into S to the whole square, and E02 this will be equal to under root V square plus IA02 into S to the whole square. Okay, you can also see, look, this one is greater than this one. Why? Because of this voltage drop is greater than this one. Why this voltage drop is greater than this one? Because of nominal current corresponding to this power, P2 power, that is like this one, and corresponding to P1 power like this one. Relation between power P2 is greater than P1, then IA02 is greater than IA01. So you can say that E02 is greater than E01. Clear? First of all make it, after that make what is the relation between E01 and E02. So written as E02 is greater than E01. Again, first of all V curve after that. Now first one, draw V curve, means armature current and excitation that is proportional to IF, or you can say that ERIF. Okay, excitation ERIF. Okay, field excitation and armature current, and or you can say that excitation voltage versus armature current. Okay, now what is the effect of V curve? Now in case of nominal excitation, this one represent like this. Okay, if this is E0, in this condition I have already discussed. In synchronous motor that is under excitation. This is called under excitation, means power factor lagging. Okay, and here that is over excitation, that is over excitation, means that is power factor is leading. In this case power factor leading. Okay, here lagging, here leading. Okay, if you can say that under excitation means if E is less than V naught, E naught, then that is called under excitation. If E is greater than E naught, that is called over excitation. Okay, and this one range is corresponding to power factor leading, and this range corresponding to power factor lagging. Clear? Now suppose that this curve corresponding to E01, that is E01, it means this curve at power V1, this curve corresponding to that is E01 and that is P1. And what about current? That is IA01. Okay, corresponding to IA01. Now our motto, I nominal, okay, corresponding to nominal excitation, and this one is called, if you write, that is nominal excitation, that is unity power factor, UPF. Clear? Now corresponding to current like this one, and excitation voltage EMF, that is E01. Okay, now if power is changed corresponding to P2 is greater than P1, then what about current? Also change. And what about nominal excitation voltage? Also change. Nominal excitation voltage, if you draw that is E02, that is E02. Clear? Suppose that it is clear. This voltage, this excitation voltage, nominal excitation voltage corresponding to power P2 is greater than E01 corresponding to power P1. Okay, this current corresponding to this one, and this current, if you want to draw E02 like this one. And what about nominal excitation current? Nominal excitation current also change. Nominal excitation current is increases, so if you want to draw, then that is like this, that is IA02. Okay, clear? Now plotting corresponding to this one, same as a V curve, and this graph represent like this one. Okay, this V curve represent like this one. Okay, clear? We are focused on step by step. Once again, if power increase corresponding to P3, if P3 is greater than P1, sorry, if P3 is greater than P2 is greater than P1, then what about nominal excitation current corresponding to this one is also in greater than. Okay, and what about voltage? You can also written as nominal excitation voltage E02, and this is also written as like this one. Okay, if you want to plot corresponding to this one, then that is E03, that is E03. Okay, that is E03. First of all, plot that is IA03. Clear? This current also greater than IA02, that's why represent here, and E03 also represent, it is greater than E02, that's why represent here. Now if you plot corresponding to this one, then this graph represent like this one. Okay, that is P3 shifted corresponding this one, and this one, that is P2. Clear? Now another way, what about power factor? Okay, excitation between power factor and E. Okay, next one, our motto, excitation versus power factor. It is clear? Armature current versus excitation. If power is increases, then V curve shifted corresponding to this one. Okay, everything is clear? Okay, now that is power factor and versus E, or you can say that field excitation current. Okay, now here we got corresponding to this one. Okay, previous you got corresponding to this one, plotting clearly. I know that E03 is greater than E02 is greater. I know that E03 is greater than E02 is greater than E01. Now here, that is under excitation, and here over excitation, and this one is a nominal excitation. Clear? This one under excitation, that is over excitation, and that is nominal excitation. Clear? Now that is unity power factor, then this represent E01. Okay, clear? Now make corresponding to E02. If you want to plot, what about that is E02, nominal excitation corresponding to power P1, nominal excitation corresponding to E01. What about power? Like this one. If nominal excitation voltage, or you can say the EMF, that is E02. What about power? That is P2. Relation between power, P3 is greater than P2 is greater than P1. Our motto, plotting corresponding to inverted curve. Okay, inverted V curve. This one is a V curve and this one is an inverted curve. Inverted V curve, or you can say that plotting corresponding power factor versus excitation. Okay, now corresponding to E02, this one represent like this one. Okay, that is power P2. Okay, shifted like this one. Now corresponding to P3, because of E03 is greater than E02 is greater than E01, so corresponding to this one represent like this. Okay, this graph corresponding to P3, this graph corresponding to P2 and this graph corresponding to P1. Okay, shifted here. Okay, that is inverted V curve. And that is V curve. Most of the objective question asking corresponding to this one. Okay, why shifting? Clear? If power increases, then like this one, make it. Now, synchronous motor at no load, at no load condition means electrical input power this will be equal to 0, and mechanical output power, it is also 0, that is lossless. Okay, now corresponding to this one means P this will be equal to V into Ia cos theta. Theta is the angle between V and Ia, armature current, and terminal voltage during, if corresponding to condition is given synchronous motor at no load, means this one is 0. So there are two possibilities, either armature current is 0 or cos theta this will be equal to 0. It means that is zero power factor. Clear? We are interested here corresponding to this one. Okay, there are two possibilities. If Ia is 0, armature current, then output power, electrical input power is 0, or you can say that mechanical output also 0. Now another word, you can say that if cos theta is 0, means that is 0 power factor. Okay, now first one, under excitation, we have discussed first one, under excitation synchronous motor at no load, and second one, after that we have discussed over excitation synchronous motor at no load, step by step. After that we have focus on practical application. First off theoretically, after that focus on practical. Why we have discussed here. Okay, now first one, under excitation or under excited synchronous motor at no load. First one, at no load condition. Okay, now that is, you can say that ZPF under excitation means what about, that is lagging power factor. ZVF at lagging means cos theta this will be equal to 0 and theta this will be equal to 90. Okay, Ia lag V by how much angle? 90 degree. Clear? So if you want to make, this one is V, and what about Ia, like this one, Ia lag by how much angle? 90 degree. That's why I represent here. Okay, and what about V? V is written as, for synchronous motor, V terminal voltage is written as E plus J into Ia into SS. Now E this will be equal to, E is also written as V minus J into Ia into S. Okay, now draw. V this will be equal to E plus J Ia into S, that is Ia V this will be equal to E plus J into IA. This one is IA. If multiply J, then this one is represent. If this one is IA, then this one represent 90 degree anti-clockwise. Okay. If shifted corresponding to the rotate, IA corresponding to here 90 degree anti-clockwise, that is represent J into IA. Clear? Now it means this one and this one represent same direction. So V represent here, and that is JIA. This one represent, that is JIA into SS, and that is V, and this one represent E. Clear? That is E. So whole representation, that is V. Clear? Now in magnitude wise, in magnitude, V this will be equal to E plus IA into X. Clear? In magnitude wise, both are this one and this one in same direction, and V this will be equal to V at the angle 0. Clear? Now what about IA? IA this will be equal to minus E by S plus V by, okay. Now in this case, if E is increases, if E is increases, what about IA? IA is decreases. Why? Because of you compare the line equation of y this equal to mx plus c. Okay. In this case, if E increases, then what about IA? Decreases linearly. Linearly decrement. Linear decrement. Okay. Now how to make it? How to make? This one is armature current, and that is excitation. Okay. Field excitation, or you can say that excitation voltage. Field excitation or excitation voltage or excitation EMF. You can say excitation EMF. Okay. Now E is increases and IA is decreases under excited synchronous motor. Now first of all, this one represent under excitation, that is lagging power factor. This region represent under excitation. Now what about IA decreases? If E is increases, corresponding to this one. What about IA decreases? It means a linear decrement. It means it's represent like this one. Okay. In this region, E increases. What about IA decreases linearly? That's why I represent here. Clear? And that is ZPF lagging. It is called ZPF lagging. Okay. And what about power? E is equal to 0. Now another case, over excitation. Over excited synchronous motor. Now over excited synchronous motor at no load. Okay, corresponding to this one we have discussed P is equal to 0 at ZPF. ZPF over excitation means in case of leading power factor. Clear? In case of leading power factor, already written power factor, that's a leading. Clear? Now P is equal to 0 means we have discussed IA or cos theta, but we have focused on cos theta. So cos theta is equal to 0 means theta is equal to 90. Okay. What about IA? IA leads V by how much angle? 90 degree. So if V represent here like this one, then what about IA? Like this one. Clear? Now IA leads V by how much angle? 90 degree. Now E, terminal voltage V is equal to E plus J into IA into X, corresponding to, okay. Now E is written as V plus V minus J into IA into X. Now how to draw phasor corresponding to this one? If this is IA, if this one is IA, if multiplied by J, if multiplying J, it means suppose that if any doubt, then focus on like this one is A. If multiply J into A, then is written as corresponding to this one 90 degree anti-clockwise. 90 degree, if multiply J, then it is rotating corresponding to 90 degree anti-clockwise. Means if you draw corresponding to this one and this one represent 90 degree, that is J into IA. Clear? This one representation J into IA. Okay. Now how to draw? This one represent E. Okay. If this one represent E, then if IA into ZS like this one, then what about J into IA into S like this one? Clear? That is 90 degree. Clear? If this one is E, then what about JIA into S represent like this one? So this portion represent JIA into S and this portion represent terminal voltage V. Clear? How to draw corresponding to this one? Clear? This one represent V and this, it means VE is greater than this one. Here I have already discussed excitation voltage is greater than terminal voltage in magnitude wise. Okay, we are focused on this one. Clear? How to draw corresponding to this one? V is equal to E plus J into IA. This one represent phasor. This one represent phasor. IA lead V, that's why I represent here. If E corresponding to this one, then what about JIA into S? If IA corresponding to this one, then what about JIA? JIA like this one. If multiply JIA into S, so it is represent here, means like this one. And then what about V, remaining component, that is like this one. So V is equal to E plus JIA into S. Clear? Now first of all, written magnitude wise. In magnitude, E is equal to this one plus this one. Magnitude wise, E is equal to V plus IA into S. Clear? not phasor wise, it is magnitude wise. Magnitude by E is equal to V plus IA into S X. Clear? Or you can say the reactance. Now, what about IA? If written as IA, then that is E divided by and V divided by. Clear? In this, if you compare mx plus c, okay, if E is increases, then what about IA? IA also increases linearly. So this one, that is E naught, that is E naught. Now in this region, that is called, this one called overexcitation. Overexcitation, that is leading. In this region, E increases. What about IA? IA also increases. That is ZPF, leading. Clear? So in this region, this one represent, this region also represent like this one. Clear? Exact V curve. This one is a represent exact V curve. Okay, at no load, IA versus E, it represent exact V curve like this one. Clear? Now we are focused on a practical application, one by one. First one, discuss overexcitation synchronous motor at no load. After that, we have focus on under excitation. Okay, first of all, make it. Now, in case of overexcited synchronous motor at no load, now application, we have focus on application. First of all, that this one synchronous motor at no load, E is equal to 0. And what about V? V at the angle 0. And what about IA? IA is written as IA at the angle plus 90 degree. Clear? Means IA lead V by how much angle? 90 degree. Clear? This one represent element of capacitance. Which type of element? You can say that which type of element I lead V by how much angle? 90 degree in capacitor. So this one behave as a capacitor, pure capacitor. Okay. Now I know that capacitance, if this one is a V this equal to V at the angle 0, and this one is a capacitor, and I, this is equal to I at the angle plus 90. Both are same thing. DC this equal to 0. Okay, so you can say that it's behave like a capacitor. Clear? It's behave as a capacitor. Clear? Now this is called synchronous condenser. That is called synchronous condenser. That is called synchronous condenser. Clear? Why this is called synchronous condenser? Clear? Because it's behave as a capacitor. That's why. Clear? Now in case of capacitance, Zc this will be equal to 1 upon j omega c, and this one is also represent, this one is written as V by IC. Now if capacitor is changed, then I is also changed. So if you want to, I is vary, then C is vary. If C is vary, then IA is vary. I is vary. Clear? If C is changed, if that is variable capacitor, then what about current? Current is also changed. Clear? It means capacitor control I, capacitor control, capacitor is changed, then I is also changed. But now here, if this one is also, we have also already say this one also behave as a capacitor, so this one is IA. IA controlled by field excitation, this one is IA, that is sorry, okay, this one is excitation voltage, or you can say the excitation current, IF, or excitation voltage. Clear? So if excitation voltage corresponding to over excitation, if excitation voltage increases or decreases, then what about IA? IA is also increases, decreases. Clear? It means you can say that, make like that is E and that is IF. If IF is changed, then IA is also changed. Clear? It means IA controlled by IF, IA controlled by IF, it means field excitation, that is controlling by field excitation. So you can say that written as which can be controlled by excitation IF, that is you can say that E. Clear? Which can be controlled by excitation IF. Clear? IA controlled by IF. Now this one, regarding to power, VAR of capacitor, VAR capacitor, XC is written as V into IA conjugate. So V at the angle 0 and IA in here, first of all corresponding to this one, that is it's behave as a capacitor, this one is also behave as a capacitor, so corresponding to written as VAR of capacitor, that is XC this will equal to V into IA conjugate, and IA this will equal to IA conjugate means IA at the angle minus 90 degree. So that is IA at the angle minus 90 degree. We got minus J V into IA. Clear? XC this will equal to this one. It means this one behave as a negative value of Q. Okay. This one QC is written as minus V into IA. That is negative value of VAR, or you can say the MVR, whatever, VAR or MVR. Now what is the meaning of this one? I know that if suppose that this one minus 3 MVAR, or you can say that minus 5 MVAR, suppose that QC is minus 5 MVAR, means if you represent corresponding to this one, that is QC, this will equal to minus 5 MVAR. Okay, minus sign represent its behave as a supplier. Okay, means QC is written as plus 5 MVAR. Clear? This one represent like this one. Clear? If QC is like this one, same represent here or represent here, and this one is also represent. If you want to represent here, then QC this will equal to plus 5 MVA. Both are same thing. Represent, though both are represent as a capacitor. That's why you can say that QC is written as plus 5 MVA, means it's a behave as a supplier. Okay, that is supplier of VR, that is supplier. Better to write here this one written as supplier of VAR. Why? Because of QC this will equal to minus V into IA is negative. Okay, that's why. Clear? IA is changed, then QC is also changed. Okay, and what about QC? QC controlled by IA controlled by IF, so you can say that QC also controlled by IF. Okay, now next one you can write now VAR supplier can be controlled by IF. Controlled by VAR supplier can be controlled by IF. Clear? First of all, make it. Now it is clear. Now if you want to power variable capacitor in power system, basically this one is utilized in power system. If you want to power variable capacitor, then utilize overexcited synchronous motor at no load. Okay, clear? Then use overexcited synchronous motor at no load. Clear? Now another way, this one is synchronous motor at no load, this one is a soft, that is extension P is equal to 0. If this one is used, corresponding this one, that is synchronous motor like this one, soft extension like this one. Now if you use as a synchronous condenser as a capacitor, this one is a synchronous condenser as a capacitor, you can say that it at a use as a capacitor at no load like this one is a soft. Better to rotational loss or decreases. In this case rotational loss also present, so if you want to use this one, then soft is removed. Better to soft is removed. This one no soft, synchronous motor at no overexcited synchronous motor at no load, no soft extension required, otherwise rotational loss present here. Okay, so you can say that it is better, if you utilize, then better to use synchronous condenser without soft extension, so as a keep rotational losses are small. Clear? If you use synchronous condenser for reactive power supplier, it is used as a reactive power supplier. Clear? It's a behave as a reactive power supplier. Behave. Okay. Then soft is removed. Soft extension is removed. Why? If you remove, then rotational loss are also reduced, like this one. Okay. So more application we have discussed in power system, because of this one. This is the power capacitor. This one used in power system. Okay. Power capacitor means micro capacitor, or you can say that power capacitor. Okay. 5, 10, 20 like this one. Okay. Now clear what is the meaning of synchronous condenser. Now we are focused on another way, under excited synchronous motor at no load. Of under excited synchronous motor. Now this one that is synchronous motor. V is equal to V at the angle 0 and IA is written as IA at the angle minus 90. IA lags V by how much angle? 90 degree. And what about P? P is equal to 0. Okay. This one is also represented as a capacitor, as an inductor. In case of inductor, this one is V at the angle, V is equal to V at the angle 0 and I is written as I at the angle minus 90, that is JXL, that is JXL. Clear? Pure capacitor, pure inductor, it's behave as a pure inductor. You can say that in this case cos theta is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Now IA lags V by how much angle? 90 degree. It acting like inductor. Okay, that is called synchronous reactor. That is called synchronous reactor. Now I is written as V by j omega L. If L is changed, then I is also changed. Okay. Now here in this region, this one is changed, then I is also changed. Same armature current also change if field excitation, or you can say field current is changed, then IA is also changed. So IF and this one is E. If this current is changed, then IA is also changed. So you can say that written as controlling by IF field current. Okay. What about reactive power? Reactive power is written as Px plus jQx. It is V at the angle, V to IA at the angle plus 90. Okay, because of this one is IA and V at the angle 0. And what about IA like this one? Then this one is written as IA at the angle plus 90. So it is written as VA into IA plus 90 degree. So finally got plus J into V into IA. So what about QX? QX is plus V into IA, that is plus VAR. Okay, or you can say that MVAR. If this one is suppose that 4 MVAR means power flow from power consumed by load, power consumed by reactor, and this one is also consumed by. Clear? That is Q is positive, that is plus 4 MVAR. That is Q is also QX is also written as plus 4 MVAR. Okay, VAR controlled by IF, QC written this one, QX is controlling by IA and IA controlling by IF. So you can say that VAR controlling, or you can say that controlled by IF. Okay, if IF is changed, then IA is also changed. Then what about Q? Q is also changed, QX is also changed, because of QX is depend upon IA, directly depend upon IA. Clear? What is the application of QX in case of Ferranti effect? In case of Ferranti effect, receiving voltage is greater than sending in voltage, that is Ferranti effect. Then at receiving in, at no load, we have provide synchronous reactor, then power factor controlling, then power factor is controlled. Clear? What is the meaning of overexcited synchronous motor at no load, and what is the meaning of under excitation synchronous motor at no load? Clear? What is the practical application? Under excited synchronous motor at no load, that is controlling Q with the help of IF. With the help of IF means you can say that it is behave as a consumer. It's a behave, we are consumer. Clear? Means that is reactive power consumed. That is consume reactive power. That is reactive power. And overexcited synchronous motor at no load behave as a supplier. Why? Because Q is equal to negative. Q is negative. Okay? Q is negative, then it's behave as a supplier. Clear? So first of all make it, after that discuss synchronous power factor control of synchronous generator. Make it.